Hi guys, Dan from Coerco here. Today we're just going to have a bit of a walk through our multi-float products, our pipe and cable float systems. The multi-float system is Australian made to stringent international standards, so suitable for use all over the world. The multi-float system is made out of chemically resistant polyethylene, enabling you to float your HDPE piping in harsh environments. So we have various types of sizes of floats from 90mm up to 1200mm in diameter, and then we have reducing bushes in between each one. This is an assembled float, and when you purchase a float, this is exactly what you'll get as a complete assembly. It comprises a number of different sections. Every float comes in two halves, so you'll get two half floats like this. As you can see, there's a ribbed section through the middle. That's what actually grips onto the pipe or hose that you're floating. And then there's these two channels here, which is for your reducing bushes. So depending on the in-between sizes with our multi-floats, you go up from 75 is our smallest float, but that can reduce down to any size with a single bush in the center that gets drilled out, then right up to your DN 1200 pipe. So we can accommodate for all sizes in between that with a combination of float and bush. Foam fillable, as you can see the cap there, so that's foam fillable with your urethane closed cell flotation assistance. Should a float inadvertently get punctured on site, they won't sink. We have two different types of bush kits. For the 90mm and 130mm floats, we have a solid bush kit. And as I mentioned, in these channels, the bush will just sit into those channels there like that. You screw these, drill these out rather to meet the size of the pipe or cable you need to float, and then cut a slit in it, and then the cable will obviously slide into the float, fit them in there. Two for each float. Once you put the two halves together, away you go. Or for all of our larger floats, we have different thickness closed cell foam bushes. These insert into the same location. There on the larger floats, they obviously curve around to reduce the bush size, the size of the float rather, to the correct pipe size that you need. They're bolted together with a stainless or galvanised bolt set. As part of a single float, you get 4 bolts. That consists of the main bolt, as well as a bush and a washer. So there's the bushes that you actually insert on every bolt. There's 2 of those per bolt, the washer and then the bolt. You'll have 4 of these complete assemblies per float, and these will all get supplied, an option of galvanised or stainless steel bolts. Like I said, we go up to 1200 in our float sizes, and then the reducing bushes. If you look on our website or in our catalogue, you'll see the pipe float sizes, and then there's reducing bush sizes to accommodate the in-between size piping. We also have a pipe float calculator which is available online. You include your parameters for the water that's been suspended, the pipe being suspended in, and what's actually travelling through the pipe, as well as the type of pipe, and that'll give you the installation intervals of the pipe float and how many you actually need. Also includes a reserve buoyancy of each float. So each individual float has a different amount of reserve buoyancy. We use that in our calculations to provide you with the intervals we need to install the floats at, as well as how many, depending on the safety requirements you need for how much extra additional weight can be applied to the pipe before it submerges into the water. We can float it at 50% submergence or 75% submergence or 100% submergence, depending on how many floats you'd like to use. Also, a common misconception with some of our floats is they don't have to touch. Quite often people assume that the float halves must touch, but this is the correct way of installing the float. You will see a slight gap. This is so that depending on the size, you can actually clamp it down slightly on the pipe itself. So don't expect the halves to actually touch. As Coerco provides a holistic solution to liquid management projects, our multi-float system is one part of that solution. If you have any further questions, please email info@coerco.com.au, and our friendly sales team will be happy to assist.